Next project, which would be floorboards, but it's not the front floorboards, as you can see, is still missing because I've got to get this panel in. See this? This is part of the front floorboard if you did one whole piece. But this panel here comes down underneath, and I think it welds or tack welds onto that floorboard, and it comes over here, and it probably comes up, lips ups, and then it comes back here, and this is the panel. It's going up over here, and I got a hole there. I marked it, but you see that seal putty? That's where the panel ends, and it comes back over and comes on down in the back. So now I'm not going to be replacing this whole panel. Look at this. You got the back seat braces. It is tapped into my wheel wells, which you can tell I have some bad rear wheel wells there. That will need fixing. But I plan on, I'm going to scrape off all this seal putty. I'm going to take my grinder. See, that's bubbling up. That looks like rust. I'm going to grind on it and see what needs replaced and what doesn't. I can tell you right now that this panel that I have, I am going to take and probably cut a piece. If this is all good up here, this might not be. So I might start here, come over, come down somewhere, and come over this way, because this looks like it's probably good, but I'll probably cut across. And that's going to be probably one big section that I'll be doing. Alright, here we are. I'm underneath of it. Well, the camera's above, but that's the panel. That's part of the rear frame right here. The rear frame. And this is my panel. Here's the rear axle. So I gotta get underneath here and start removing this stuff. These are old muffler clamps or hangers that I was using. This is the original, I believe, right here. So I gotta remove that stuff. I'm gonna start heating and taking off all this undercoating that they put on it, so I can see what's rusted and what isn't. Boy, you can see how now why, if you could take your whole car apart and take the whole car apart and be able to put it on a rotisserie and have it all sandblasted at once, how much easier that'd be. I had that ribbon sticking through the hole. That's that, because I wanted to see where it was coming up. So you can see it's spot welded up there next to the fender well. So I'm not sure what I'll do there, because I'm sure it's got to come apart. Well, I'm going to be scraping the bottom, the undercoating off the bottom of this, so it's going to take me a while. I want to be able to see where all the rust is. So I'll be doing that for, looks like, quite a while. Come on. I'm a little claustrophobic and it's starting to get to me. I think I'm going to have to get my duster up higher. So to do that, I think I'll add more boards to this. I might get some 2x10s or 12s or something to put across the bottom. You know, I decided to come up top and scrape away the seam sealer because there's no reason. I can find where the rust is from up here too. I can take my sander and sand this paint off. So I'm going to work above and find the spots that I want to cut out. Hopefully the whole panel doesn't have to come out, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm also trying not to breathe the fumes from this seam sealer. Don't know what they used back then. What it's made of. I think I'll put a rod from here over to the next frame, but back farther so it's out of my way. And let's get started. Cuts like butter. So I think I'm going to cut this section out so I can work on getting it out from underneath here without bending this up too much. And then once I get that out, I can clean this frame up, weld it, patch up the holes, and then I'll move to cutting this section out. I'll probably go above these marks. I'll keep these on the new piece. I'll cut across and then go up and over. Get in there. So this frame is going right up through here, so I could only cut up so far, and then from there spot welds I'll have to cut out. I hate drilling spot welds out. Just think that's what the whole car is welded up with. The other thing I wanted to say was, a lot of people probably wouldn't touch a rust bucket like this. The rust is really all over. It's terrible, but this is my first car that I bought, and I've kept it all this time for 30-some years. So, and a lot of people, when you talk to a lot of people, they say, oh, I wish I had my first car. Well, I still do have my first car, so I'm not just going to say, let's junk this and I'll get a new one that's in better shape. I'm going to fix this one, and I will fix it. here I am. This is the hump, and it's even spot welded, or has a weld way back here. But we come down under. Ooh. And that's the hump I'm keeping. This part here. No, this is the part I'm getting rid of. This is the part I'm keeping. So you can see it goes clear back to here. And then it comes down around. So this is the rear seat panel. Oh, that light. Hold on. This is the rear seat panel right here. And this is the front. This is the front floor panel. It comes all the way from the front to the rear seat right here. And then it's seamed. If I can get it. It is seamed, a seam right along here. It's all welded to this frame. So that's what I'm trying to get out. Okay, once again, I have my 4 jacks holding each side of the rear frame. It's welded to the body. So there. Let's see, where is it? There, and right over here behind my jack is the other one. Alright, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be working on spot welds, cutting pieces out, spot welds, hammering. I'll be back when I got this section out. Well, here we are. I've got that side out. This is the section. Oop, that's in the way. There's that. I just got to clean up the frames. Get the rest of this little pieces along the wheel wells unhooked. You can see I've kind of started to mark out where I'm going to cut it. Instead of putting this whole panel in, which would be a big job for me, I'm just going to piece in sections, whatever is really, really bad, and piece it in. Well, you can tell, look at those floor pans, how dirty they are. Because they were the first thing I got, because that was the first thing I was going to do, and lo and behold, I still haven't done it yet. Well, hello everyone. I'm probably in the dark a little, but you know, I've got this all cut out here. I still got these to get rid of, but I've patched up, I've welded up some spots and holes. I grinded off the spot welds. Oh, I can't find anything. Where'd it go? Well, right here. So I used this angle grinder or die grinder, I guess. I've grinded off my welds, of course, with an angle grinder with a grinding wheel on it. I used wire brushes to clean up the metal. I used my, which it's the thing broke, but my band, what do they call it? Band sander, whatever they call that, a band sander, something like that. So been using all kinds of different tools, and now that I have my welds done, I've grinded to make it look good. Now I'm prepping the metal. I've cleaned the metal off with a metal prep, and now I'm using this Eastwood Fast Etch. It's an acid-based rust remover and metal prep. So it should turn, I'll have to keep spraying it maybe for 30 minutes, keep it wet for 30 minutes, and it should turn this area all gray. And that way I know it's taking care of all the rust. So that's what I'm doing, just waiting. It kind of stinks, so I've got to get out of here and get some fresh air. But I'm just getting this side done, and then I'll go over to that side, that frame over there, and then I'm going to come back and start working on getting those things out of there. I'm at 20 minutes right now. Well, that may be all the better it will get. I'll just keep letting it dry. I might spray it one more time here. Keep it soaked. They said heavy rush should keep it soaked. Maybe even lay a rag on it and soak the rag, I believe. Okay, this was inside the frame. Looks like a bracket that went inside, and so I'm going to try to make a new one. Oh, I'm going to use this a grocery bag to trace my pattern out. Get it best I can. It looks like this would have been the top. It came down this way, there, and then it came down this way, and there was a flap right here, so that I'll bend up like this. This thing is curved. I don't know, maybe it has to be curved with the frame. I didn't know if the frame was curved in there or not. So there we go. Looks like the spot welds or something maybe were right there. So that's a rough drawing of it. Need a ruler or something. Flat edge, that's what I need. Okay, so I got this flap. The only thing I noticed with this one is actually this flap would go this way. When I cut it out, that's the way I noticed it. So there would be my bracket that I gotta make. And I noticed there's more in there. There's another one up higher that I did not cut the floor off of. It's underneath there, but I don't know if I'll be able to reach that to get another one in there, but we'll see when I go back farther cutting some metal out. So that's what I'm going to work on here. Ooh, I can make that shorter if I have to. Let's go this way. There we go. Gotta cut that out now. I don't know if I can cut it with these duckbills. Oh, might be a pretty heavy metal, but I was able to. How about that? The light is just not right for me there. Yeah, nothing like power. Makes things easier. So I'm a little bigger than what I want to be, but I can file this down. I can sand that. See, I got that. So I'll grind that all down. So right now, right there, right there, right there, and up here. Straight edge. I'll just go straight along there. Where's my pencil mark? Oh, my pencil mark's right there. Well, that's right, because some of this got to get cut off. There, do some bending in the vise here. Okay, let's see here. So remember, my bend was this way. Let's see, how do I have it in there like this? So basically I want to bend it over that way to get that bend. Okay, now I gotta get this bend, which is this way. Which is gonna be that way. So I'll put it in there and bend her over. Oops, I can't see my line, it's on this side. So there we are. I got my piece made.